Every day, someone in the world is using a car, turning on a light, or using hot water. But how many of us have thought about the consequences these simple actions could have on our lifestyles? Think about it. Every time you turn on a light, you're burning electricity, which has come from the burning of coal, hence contributing to our greenhouse gas emissions.
My name is Emma and welcome to you from the Paddock Superlake. This documentary will explain the effects climate change is having and will continue to have on our food supply. From the agricultural processing through to production and distribution in Australia. Climate change. We hear this phrase so often, but we have to stop and think how climate change is affecting our daily lives. Food production, food processing and distribution in Australia is at the mercy of climate change. Australian farmers operate in some of the world's most hostile environments and are known as the driest inhabited continent for its high degree of climate variability. Climate change is the most important influence on people's ability to grow food, with every farming region around Australia having to adapt to its own climatic conditions.
Changes in extreme temperatures, rainfall, and the duration and frequency of drought conditions can have an adverse effect on the food supply. In 2002-2003, Australia saw a 6.6 billion loss and a loss of about 70,000 jobs to the drought-stricken environment. By 2030, frequency of droughts will increase by 20% over most of Australia, up to 40% in southeast Australia and up to 80% in southwest of Australia by 2070. Extreme weather events can lead to the contamination of agricultural lands, just as crops being contaminated by floodwater, local water and the food supply. Emergency situations after a natural disaster are a major concern. For example, in January 2011 saw Queensland suffer from major floods and a Category 5 cyclone that caused destructions to homes, businesses and the majority of the supply of crops in North Queensland. Let's take a look.
In Western Cape York communities are on alert tonight after a tropical low intensified into a Category 1 cyclone a short time ago. Cyclone Oswald is expected to make landfall before midnight as North Queensland also prepares for torrential rain over the coming days.
The extent and the speed of climate change that is expected over the next century raises the question, how much can agriculture adapt to the new climate, how quickly and at what cost? Imagine walking into a supermarket and seeing no fresh produce on the shelf, no meat in the display cabinet or no cans on the shelf. This could soon be a reality with the increased frequency of droughts, floods and severe storms for most of Australia. Australian agricultures grow over 80% of fruit and veg for the Australian population, with climate variability affecting the supply of these locally grown products and having a major impact on the society such as employment and financially.
The banana industry is worth $400 million to the Australian economy, but it's been brought to its knees by Cyclone Yasi. 75% of the nation's banana crop has been wiped out. Growers now face a bleak year with no income.
Climate change is the most important influence on people's ability to grow food, with every farming region around Australia having to adapt to its own climatic conditions. Climate change in Australia is a key influence of these cropping activities, with the main problems including low soil moisture caused by droughts and frost damage due to the extreme temperature changes. Since 2004, the agriculture industry has had a gross average income of $9 billion per annum. This is approximately 67% of these products exported to countries such as the United States and England. Food processing in Australia is a vital component of the economy, making a significant contribution to employment, business and service opportunities. The more frequent and more dangerous weather extremes we have can have a substantial impact on the food processing industry.
Australia is known for its strict regulation to ensure high standards of hygiene and temperature control at all stages from the paddock to the plate. With the increase in the climate change ability occurring in this sector, these measures will become even more important due to the risk of contamination. Australia uses a variety of modes to ensure the food is on the shelf in a timely manner. Road transport is the most common within Australia and is primarily used to transport short shelf life products and perishable nature food products. Any major disruption to the road freight can cause a significant impact on the cost and the movement of the food products. Most recently in 2011 saw Queensland struck by floods and severe storms. These events saw many small communities such as Roma and Chinchilla being cut, causing a lack of food products on the shelf. Residents were warned that the shelves of the local supermarkets could remain empty for up to days.
With the average Australian not being able to afford the rapid increase in prices of fresh fruit and veggies and the associated cost administrator down the line. The increase in importing products at a cheaper rate may soon be reality for many families. Climate change is a change that has occurred due to the increase in greenhouse gas emissions with variable effects. It is evident that major weather events have caused disruptions to our food supply, from the paddock to the plate. Emerging research has shown us that the changing weather conditions have been caused by the climate change effect. The effects of climate change will continue to increase and will cause more problems for many farmers and in turn the Australian community. I'm Emma, and thank you for watching From the Paddock to the Plate.